Today, I'll be showing you how to create your own African folktale stories, starting from generating the script, the story itself, and to generating the visuals that will make it look attractive for your viewers, and also showing you how to edit it after you have generated everything using AI tools. So if you are in need of learning how to create an African folktale story, then this content is for you. So sit tight and make sure you don't skip any part, because every part of this tutorial is very important. So don't skip anyone. Now take a good look at this one I just created. Then we'll be back for the main tutorial.
Oh, this is fabulous. Thank you, everyone. Look up there. Isn't it beautiful? I have to share this moment with you. It's also magical, yet bittersweet.
The sparkling city of Lagos, where skyscrapers wink at the Atlantic and nightfall glitters like scattered diamonds, lived two glamorous queens of high taste and higher ambition. Their names were Zara and Mimi. Oh, they were a sight to behold. Zara loved silk dresses that whispered when she walked. Mimi adored heels so tall that they made her feel closer to heaven. They didn't just enter rooms, they arrived, perfume floating behind them like royal announcements. And as the narrator would gently tell you, some people chase dreams, others chase appearance. Zara and Mimi had expensive tastes, designers bags, rooftop dinners in Victoria Island, champagnes that spark brighter than their laughter. But there was just one tiny problem. Their bank account didn't share their enthusiasm. At first, it was harmless. A borrowed loan here, a harmless favor there, a worthy older man offering gift for companionship, a flashy businessman promising easy money for simple errands, no questions. They told themselves it was temporary, just until we make it big. But quick money has quicksand feet. Soon the errands weren't so simple. The favors weren't so harmless. The glitters began to feel heavy. One night, after a grand party under golden chandeliers, Zara sat in her luxury apartment, staring at herself in the mirror. Her reflection didn't smile back. Mimi, on the other side of the city, laughed loudly at nothing, clutching a diamond necklace she didn't even remember receiving. The calls became threatening. The friends disappeared. Promises turned into pressure. And then, something inside them cracked. Zara began talking to shadows in her hallway, convinced they were whispering secrets about her. Mimi wandered the streets barefoot one afternoon, still wearing a glittering gown, telling strangers she owned the moon. The city that once applauded them now watched in silence. The glamour faded. The sleek dresses were replaced with hospital gowns. The diamond heels sat forgotten in dusty corners. And as the narrator's voice softens, class is not what you wear. Wealth is not what you flash. And easy money is never truly easy.
This is AI Mastery Tutorial.
So our step one here is to go to ChatGPT and drop your idea of the story idea that you want. And this is what I write. I said, write me a short story of two glamorous Nigerian ladies with taste of class who sourced for money in wrong places and ended up in madness in a Pixar-Style with narrator's voice. So this is what I asked for ChatGPT, and let's send it and see what it will give us. So now you can see that ChatGPT is writing the story for us, is giving us the story. You can see it writing now. So now you can see it written it to the end. Now, since the story is here, now we'll use this story as a voiceover as well. Now that we have the story, the next thing we'll do is to get the main characters' images. So now that you have seen the story, ChatGPT have provided the story for you. What the next thing to do is to copy that story into any of the editing apps that you like to use. It could be Microsoft Word or it could be even Wordpad online, www.wordpad online. You can use it, pasting the script there, and try to refine the scripts. Refine it so that it will not look robotic. Okay, refine it, add your own input, add your own thought, add your own thinking inside the story to make it look real and feel cultural. So let's type here and say, write the main character's description. Let's get the main character's description, which are the two ladies. So let's see their description. Can see the character that they're presenting for us. This is the character of the first girl. So now we have gotten the description of the two characters. Okay, the next thing now is to get the prompt, the text to image prompt. Now to get the pictures, the images that we need, which is the visuals, I have to say write text to image prompts of each paragraph. So this is what we need now. We send it. Now I can see it writing the image, writing the picture, which are the visual that we are going to use according to the paragraph. You can see it. It will write it to the end. Okay. Now, after I have gotten their description, the next thing now is to get the text to image prompts. Okay, I say write text to image prompt of each paragraph of the story in Pixar-Style. Why I say Pixar-Style? Because I have to be specific on the kind of image I want to create, and you can see it writing the images for us according to the paragraph of the story. So now that we have everything now ready, we have to start from beginning. So this is our story now, which starts from here. This is our story. So what we need to do is to copy this story and edit the story before we can start proceeding. Now, the next one is the visuals that make your audience to keep watching, to keep listening to you. So the visuals, the tools, the AI tools we have to use for the visuals is the popular one known as Grok AI. So on this particular session now, you can decide to use only the pictures or you make them to walk or even to talk, but I will advise you generate it as a video so that it will feel real, so that the people watching it, your audience watching it, will feel the impact of the story that you are telling them. Since we have our script ready, the next thing is to start to generate the images, which are the visuals. So we are going to start by collecting the main character, which is Zara and Mimi. So this is Zara's prompt. We pick Zara's prompt and we are going to use Whisk AI. We are going to use Whisk AI to create these images. Okay, so we are going to drop our prompt here. We are here over here in the Whisk. And don't forget to put your style. We are using Pixar-Style. So over here, then you put the aspect ratio you want. For me, we are using ratio 9:16, the landscape. Okay, so now that we have it here, you have to send it. Okay, here we'll have Zara here. So let's pick Mimi's own. So we'll have Mimi. Let's get Mimi as well. Now, why I'm getting these characters, the main characters first, is that so that we'll have a consistent character as our story goes by. All right, now our two characters are ready. This is Zara, and here we have Mimi. Let's look at them. You can see how they are. So what we need to do now to get a consistent character is to drag this image to this place, to this left corner where the right subject, you drag it there, and then you do the same thing for Zara as well. So we'll drag the two of them before we now start creating the remaining images. So now we'll go back to ChatGPT and copy all the images prompts that we need. Let's start from the beginning. So we'll copy that and we'll come over to this place and we'll drop it. Then we'll copy the next one as well. We'll drop it. So we are going to do the same thing until we get all the images ready. So right now our images are complete. The story visuals are complete. You can see every one of them. You can see the characters, you see the two of them. The reason why I placed these two here is for us to get a consistent character, just as you can see it over here. And you can see that we maintain the faces. The faces did not change. Everything remained consistent from beginning to the end. So that's the reason why I love using Whisk AI to generate all the images, because it gives you the room to position your to have a reference image that will be able to give you a perfect consistent character. So after this, now we are heading over to making at least one of them to move. So on this one now, you can decide to use images to do your story, or you can decide to make them work. So let's just try to make one of them work, or one of the image, then the remaining one we can just use the normal photos. So let's download this one that she's displaying on the street. So click to download the images. Now you have to click on this download sign over here. So you need to download every one of them. So let's copy the prompt of this, but the same prompt we use to generate the videos. So I'll just generate only one video for a sample, so that in case you want a video for your own story. All right. So let's head over to Grok AI. So over here in our Grok AI, this is Grok AI interface. Okay, this is our Grok AI interface. So this here now is where you drop in your prompt, and here is where you pick the image you want, and this one here is where you choose your resolution. So over here now, we'll click on this attachment and upload the file. Let's pick our file that we just downloaded. So that I can see we have picked our image here in the Grok. We have dropped our image. So we need to drop the same prompt that we use in generating the image inside here. So we hit send. Now you can see the video is ready. Look at the video, you can see how the video is. So we can just decide to use only one video, but for your story you can decide to animate every one of them. But due to this is a tutorial, no, I won't be able to animate all. I just use this particular one to show you how to make those pictures to start talking or walk or do whatever that you wish. So this will now lead us into going to the main session, which is using CapCut to clip everything together and do the real work, which is the editing session of it. So let's go to CapCut. Now that your stories are complete, the script is there, the visuals is there, the next thing is to move over to the editing section of it, which we are going to use CapCut to use. We are going to use CapCut for the editing. So now what the very important thing we need here is the voiceover. Yes, on the voiceover, I will not encourage you to use AI voiceovers. I know you can get your voiceover using right there in the CapCut, or even use 11 Labs or any of the AI tools that you can use. But it's very advisable, very advisable that you use your own voice to voice your story. Tell the story with your own natural voice so that your content will not look robotic. It's very important. Don't forget that YouTube is seriously condemning purely robot tools these days. So what you need to do to avoid any strike or anything that is negative to your channel, you have to use your own voice. Voice your story. Tell the story using your own voice. No matter how you feel that your voice is, I tell you your voice is very interesting while others are listening it. All right. So let me show you how to do every one of them. Now we are here in CapCut. This is where you will do the major work, the major editing. So I'm using CapCut desktop. Okay, so here at the right plus, you need to click on this plus to bring in all the clips, all the images, or all the videos that you need for your job. So over here, we'll pick all the images. You can see all the images that we just downloaded now. We pick everything. I think this is all. Okay, this is all. So we click on open. That is if you are using that CapCut desktop. If you are using a CapCut on your smartphone, you know, it's a bit different from this one. So here now we'll have all our images entered. So the first thing to do is to start looking for the first one. First one should be the video. Let's use the video as the first one, which is this one. Now you click on this plus sign here to bring it into the timeline. This is the timeline where you drag your video to. Either you click and drag, or you click on the plus. Anyone is okay. So if we click on the plus, it will still bring it here. So right here now, you can take a look at the timeline. You can see that we have placed in all our images here over here. You can see everything, and this place here is the preview of what you are seeing on your image. You can see them, we have lined them to the end, have arranged them the way according to the story Okay, so the next thing now is to bring in the voiceover. The next thing is to bring in the voiceover. So I want the voiceover to start from here, from this particular place. So I'll go back to import and then I pick where I dropped my voiceover. So now I have picked my voiceover. You can see it here. So what I'll do is to drag it down here. I want it to start from here. So now that we have bring in our voiceover, we'll check where you can see that the length of the voiceover is longer than the image. You can see where the image stopped and you can see where our voiceover reached. So what you need to do now is to edit your voiceover. You can first of all edit these images by expanding them. Just click and drag this way. You can expand by clicking at the middle. You can expand it just like this for faster expansion. Can see it's almost there. So we can leave this one like this because there are some things we need to adjust in the voiceover. Remember, as we are recording it, since you use your voice, there might be some errors in trying to record. So you can edit some parts out, the ones that are not okay. Now let's play it and see what happened here. In the sparkling city of Lagos, where skyscrapers wink at the Atlantic and nightfall glitters like scattered diamonds, lived two glamorous queens of high taste and higher ambition. Their names were Zara and Mimi. So you can see how the thing is now. You can see how it is. So since it's like this, you can now start to edit your pictures so that your pictures, your images, your visuals will work together with the voiceover. Okay, you can adjust it by adjusting every one of them. All right, so now you can see I have finished trimming my voiceover. You can see the voiceover, it was longer than the image before. You can see that both of them are now equal size. Okay, so the voiceover and the images have correspond. So you must try as much as possible to make your visuals to correspond with the story that you are telling. So after that, you can now decide to animate them. Can use animate this since we are using images, you can decide to animate it, use the same animation. I can just use the same thing now, select every one of them. I select every one of them, then I come to here. Okay, let's say we animate this one. Let's say we animate this one. You once you click on the photo, once you click on the image, you will see the animate the tools of that image. This plan, this right corner here, this particular place. You see where they have animation. You click on it. So here we have in, you have out. That if you want to do it different, then you have combo. So let's use combo to animate it so that it will look better. Okay, so we are the combo, we are going to use distort right. Okay, so we'll click on
The
this
sparkling
distort
city
right.
of Lagos, where skyscrapers wink at the Atlantic and nightfall.
You see how the images were coming. I just pause it so that you see it. So if that one is okay for you, fine, you choose. If it's not okay, you can always change it. So now that we have it here, let's see if we can apply it to everything at the same time. So we apply the same thing here.
Taste and higher ambition.
So now we have added all the animation to all the images. You can see how they are now coming out. You can see it's coming out better now than before. Okay, instead of to leave it static like that, you can just make them move a little like this. So this is how to do it. If you still want to use transition, fine, you can use that, but you cannot use the two at the same time. You cannot use transition and animation at the same time. It depends on the story anyway. So now that you are done, now if you as well want to add music background, you are free to add, but for safety, I advise you leave music alone, use your voice and do your all your editing. So now our content is ready. So if you have watched this content from beginning to now, it means that you enjoyed it. Please do well to hit that subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up and share it so that other people will learn from us. Okay, so let me know in the comment section if there is something you did not understand in today's tutorial. I'll be happy and I'll be glad to attend to you. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Thank you.